All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news, Chelsea transfer news, Chelsea everything. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. We've last time we did a live stream was the watch along, the Dortmund game. So it has been few days. Hope you guys have had a fantastic weekend wherever you guys are. Hope you enjoyed times with your family, with your friends, and yeah, we're back. We're back. Monday is here, and another week is upon us. And now we slowly wind down to the start of the Premier League. We've had the Community Shield, which Arsenal won, but they're celebrating like they won the Champions League. I didn't get to watch the match. I'll probably catch the highlights later on. But look, I mean, Pep Guardiola's video that's gone viral, how he says the journalist asked him, how do you feel losing three, charity community shields? And he's like, do you know why we're here? Is because we won 3 Premier Leagues. And he had this proper evil laugh, just like me, or the evil smile. Just like I do the laugh, he does the smile, I suppose. So now look, the Premier League season slowly upon us. We're going to be ramping things up massively in here. Whole heap of Chelsea loan watch alongs will happen as well. I caught the Inter Miami game earlier today. I actually saw the highlights. I'm very keen to do Inter Miami watch alongs. If you guys are keen to see that, if any of you guys are actually going to be up during that time, there is so much football that's coming our way, which is going to be fantastic. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Lots to talk about today. We've got Vlahovic conversations that needs to happen. We've got Leandro Paredes conversation that we need to have, and some little bits and pieces on Caicedo. There's a lot of news, obviously, on Caicedo on a minutes basis, but we'll try and talk a little bit about that. Obviously, I've had a lot of videos in the latest for Caicedo. Ms. Saudis want Sterling. Yeah, look, unless I see a proper source enlisted, like I need a proper source. I don't want to just report on every willy-nilly out there. I need proper source to talk about this. But yeah, big up to Unlisted, big up Nathan, Yaya Toure, Don Mujtaba, Santiago Munez, Dexter, Kevin S, Henry Lim, Digital Film Reviews, Himanshu, AMR. Big up to each and every one of you guys, man. Honestly, great to have you. Big up to you, Flyers, as well. We need to get this Caicedo deal done. Let's pay the money and get him in. Look, I think it's going to happen. Don't worry. I think it's going to happen. iTest, big up to you as well. Enlisted is saying Saudis want Sterling because Salah isn't coming. Yeah, look, I saw the news that's circulating around, but until and unless I see a proper source talking about it, I don't want to just talk about that particular news. And look, if there is an opportunity for Sterling to leave Chelsea Football Club and Saudis come and help us out, then yeah, I'll be definitely open for it. But I just get the feeling Pochettino is not going to entertain that. I think Pochettino wants to have experience. Like, Sterling is one of the experienced one. And I know he's not been performing. Of course, he's not been performing. But you just can't have a bunch of kids. That's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Lucas is saying, big up from Western New York. Miz, always have you preaching facts during the workday. Let's go. Would love to hear you speak on any of Messi's matches as well. I'm going to, look, Lucas, straight after this live stream, I'm going to try and do a video on my second channel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to the second channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get a lot more active on that second channel. But I really want to talk about Messi, and I do want to have some watch-alongs for Inter Miami. They're doing a madness. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get that going. So I know there's a lot of US-based fans that will love that. So yeah, nearly 200 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Flyers, how's the second channel going, bro? Yeah, look, I need to get a lot more active. That's the thing. I mean, consistency is the key. This is why this channel has been popping off. And the other announcement that I want to make, ladies and gentlemen, is if you haven't joined for the Fantasy Premier League Mini League, my Mini League, check out my community page. You'll have the code, you'll have the link. So join up on my Mini League in Fantasy Premier League and be in the running to win a Chelsea home kit. Some have suggested, what if they want an away kit? No problems. Home, away, third kit, whatever. The winner will get one of those, not entire kit, sorry, the shirt only. So the winner will get that shirt. So please make sure you're in my league. You're in my league. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking. First up, ladies and gentlemen, West Ham could make a move for Chelsea's Armando Broja. This is from Jacob Steinberg. I think this all depends on whether we get a striker or not, another striker. Me personally, you know my stance. And I know a lot of you guys gave me so much heat for it because, how could you not want Vlahovic? And I knew, if we are going to trust Jacob Steinberg and generally, these people, they're a little bit clued on about the Guardian, and Jacob Steinberg, I think, works alongside with what's his name, Matt Law. I haven't really seen anything from Matt Law lately, to be honest. Is Matt Law on holidays or something like that? I haven't heard anything from Matt Law. So yeah, Armando Broja, I wouldn't let him go. I mean, I could use him as a secondary striker. Nkunku shouldn't be gone for too long. Nicholas Jackson is my out-and-out striker, and I've got no qualms about having Armando Broja coming off the bench every now and then and slowly building up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Broja's future could depend on Chelsea adding another forward. However, Pochettino is not convinced about adding Dusan Vlahovic to the squad. There he goes. For all the people that were screaming out for Dusan Vlahovic last week, why wouldn't we do this, that, the other? If we really wanted to do it, ladies and gentlemen, we would have had this done. Like if this guy was our number one selection in striker position, we would have had this done. I don't even think Dusan Vlahovic wants to move, if I'm being absolutely honest. The only reason why I have said okay to this is because the only way we get rid of Romelu Lukaku, is if we accept Juventus's proposal of taking Dusan Vlahovic off them. There was some weird tweets that was coming from Di Marzio yesterday saying that apparently Juventus have a new proposal. They'll pay us more if Lukaku does well. So is there like add-ons or something like that? And similarly, we'll have to pay more, if Vlahovic does well. So I don't really understand this BS of a proposal. These Italian clubs, they're not serious. They're absolutely not serious. Dusan Vlahovic, first of all, there's some injury concerns around his groin area. And then the price as well. Like, if we're deeming Lukaku to be about 40 million euros, they also want on top of that further 50 or 40 million euros. So it's just not a deal. It simply isn't a deal. And on top of that, we have to have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. There needs to be a plan for David Datra Fofana. There needs to be a plan for Armando Broja. There needs to be a plan for all these youngsters. There's this Brazilian youngster that we're buying as well, which is David Washington, who supposedly will be going towards Strasbourg. We'll see if that actually materializes. Eli Wahi has not been out of the equation as yet. We have to have a plan. We can't just be thinking about, let's get in Dusan Vlahovic and then, we'll worry things about that down the track. One game a week this particular season, and I get it. Injuries and also Nicholas Jackson with the African Cup of Nations could be a bit of a problem. But I just get the feeling Mauricio Pochettino will utilize Nkunku up front as well. I just get the feeling he'll do that. Then he'll include, Mudryk, and he'll have Maatsen, and he'll have maybe Sterling or Madueke. So it's very fluid. He may utilize that combination here and there. Not always, because most of the times it will be Nicholas Jackson. So on that basis, one game a week, I don't mind having Armando Broja in the background, in the secondary sort of striking position. I know a lot of you guys probably wouldn't appreciate this, And this is why I now will bring out some of your comments and see how you guys feel about that. Unlisted. Borja not being involved in the preseason done him in negative way. Well, it wasn't his call to be not included. I think it was a club's call because he wasn't ready from his injury to come back and have a gruesome training session under Maurizio Pochettino. Now, slowly, surely, as days become weeks, he will eventually get that fitness back. So Himanshu saying Vlahovic is a bum is look. I'm not gonna say he's a bum. I think he's a good player. I'm just a bit weary about his. I'm just weary that some of these Italian strikers, when they come to the Premier League, I don't know, man. They don't generally do well, and the injury is very concerning as well. The history, the growing injury history is quite concerning. Don, personally, I feel Jackson is more of a creative striker than a tap-in merchant. That's why I want two strikers up front. I just can't see Poch doing that for the time being. Maybe this could be evolution next season where we use two strikers up front. But I think this season, straightforward, 4-2-3-1. Do you know what I mean? Double pivot, central attacking midfielder / second striker in the likes of Nkunku. And then you've got James is saying striker poll. Look, what poll do you want me to do, brother? What poll do you want me to do? Let me know. What is that? What is that poll that you want me to do? James, from the match we watched yesterday, Arsenal versus Man City, Chelsea need to sign another experienced striker. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Experienced striker, who do you want? Realistically, who we linked with? You let me know. Don't just throw in any name just from the top of your head. Actually, let me know, who do you want? We'll take it from there. Tesfaye, I don't know about Broja. I think a loan deal would be good for him. It's not just about fitness, but also he has to get back to where he was. Look, Tesfaye, how would we? Why don't you want to give that opportunity at Chelsea? Why does it have to be a loan? Why do we need to see if he's getting back to his levels at a different club? Why can't we try it at Chelsea? Is it that detrimental to try that out at Chelsea? You know Nicholas Jackson will be the frontline striker. Why do we need to offload him elsewhere? We know, okay, there has been an injury, of course, a big injury, but we know his quality prior to the injury, don't we? We know what he can bring. We know what he can bring. It's just a matter of now seeing how does that injury, plays out. Why can't we see that at Chelsea Football Club? We've got players like Reece James who consistently get injured. We've got players like Ben Chilwell who consistently get injured. Why do we need to offload Armando Broja? I mean, January transfer window will be just around the corner. Why can't we wait for that for that time? I test this because people want shiny new toys. Yeah, shiny new toys. We've tried shiny new toys. It's not like we've not tried that avenue before. We've tried shiny new toys. That ain't worked out well for us. Romelu Lukaku, do you remember? Have we not tried? It's like some people, oh no, we've not tried that. We've not tried that avenue before, buying new players. Yeah, we have. All we've been doing so far is been buying new players. We've never actually trusted the ones we have. And I feel like in this season, with one game a week, and I get it, there could be injuries. I understand. The Nkunku one has really thrown. I just didn't expect it to be so early. Before the season even started, that we've already got an injury issue. I just didn't expect it so early. But I'm quite confident with Ian Maatsen. I'm quite confident that Ian Maatsen can play just behind the striker, just behind Nicholas Jackson, and play those lovely passes. Lion Pride TV, LPTV, Chelsea is going to do well, I believe, with or without all of these expected signings. My biggest concern is the midfield. We definitely need Caicedo in. That is my biggest thing. Anko is saying, experienced striker, who? Harry Kane? Harry Kane's going to Bayern Munich. If Harry Kane's not going to Bayern Munich, I think he's staying at Spurs. It's quite straightforward. You can see in the transfer window so far, Harry Kane, if he had wanted to move to Man United, he would have gone. But Man United got Højlund. Harry Kane don't want to go anywhere else. It's quite straightforward that he's very attached to Spurs and he don't want to go anywhere else and be sort of like an antagonist. That's why he's thinking about Bayern Munich. I think the Bayern Munich thing probably will happen. If that doesn't happen, Spurs are so stupid. You're about to get 100 million euros. Use that money to rebuild the team. So Harry Kane, that's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Adnan, Broja coming back from injury. Nkunku injury record not that good. Can't just rely on Jackson to play every game. We need a backup. Of course, we need a backup. But Nkunku's not gone forever. Nkunku hopefully will be back in a couple of weeks' time. Nkunku's not gone forever. And don't forget, this is where I'm a bit concerned because we're going for Michael Olise as well, who is also injured at the moment. We seem to be buying all these injured players. This is why I wanted Kudus. Mohamed Kudus would have been perfect. He fits in a lot of positions. He can fit in striker position. He can fit in his central attacking position. But I'm not worried about Nkunku's injury at the moment for the time being. I'm hoping this is just a bit of a... slight little issue because Ian Martin, Chukwuemeka, all of those players can fit in. But Kudus, I think, is now Brighton bound. So there's that. Dominic, why are we acting like we don't have a striker and Nkunku will be back from injury? Men, stay calm. Yeah, and guys, whether you like it or not, as I've said, we will be using Nkunku up front here and there, or else Pochettino don't try him out in the preseason in that position. There will be games where Nicholas Jackson will be benched and Nkunku will be played to be more fluid, along with Mudryk, along with maybe Chukwuemeka and Martin, Sterling, Madueke, all of those players. But there will be, obviously, most times there will be Nicholas Jackson up front with Nkunku just behind, and then you've got the wingers, right? Or sometimes maybe even Nkunku in the wings, and you might have someone else in the middle. Maybe a Chukwuemeka, maybe a Ian Martin, and then Sterling on the right side. So unless we get someone, but who's it going to be? Mike, stop this Nkunku striker talk. Look, don't tell me to stop, Mike. Tell Pochettino to stop. Don't tell me to stop. Poch is using Nkunku as a striker, not me, brother. I'm not the one using Nkunku as a striker. All I'm saying is don't be surprised if he is utilized as a striker. I don't prefer it, but do you know what? In the preseason, he's shown me that he can, that give and go. He can link up with the midfield. Do you remember that Cesare Caicedo assist for Nkunku, that give and go? Nkunku's not stupid, you know. Nkunku's not dumb to play as a striker or as a false nine. He's not stupid. He knows how to do that. It's not our preference because predominantly it will be Nicholas Jackson. This is where you guys need to understand. This is where you guys need to understand that we have to be careful as to who we need in the squad. There's got to be proper planning. You can't be stockpiling players anymore. Proper planning needs to happen. Nkunku is a second striker, not the main man up top to get a striker, maybe Florian Balogun or Gianluca Scamacca. Okay, first of all, Gianluca Scamacca has gone to Atalanta. And Florian Balogun, I mean, he's had a sensational season at Liga, but I don't know. I don't think I'd bank on Florian Balogun to. But yeah, I understand the shout. You're looking for another young striker to compete with Nicholas Jackson, which is fine. I don't mind that one bit. But Florian Balogun, let's see what he does in the Premier League first. He's done really well at Liga. I'm not gonna lie, he's done really well. But I'm just, yeah, I don't know if I've got the capacity or the guts to take that gamble. You could say the same thing for Nicholas Jackson, but look, right now for us, Nicholas Jackson, it seems like he's working out. So I can only deal with what I see right now. So yeah, Moani, yes, Yaya Toure. Moani is someone I would give a shot to. If Chelsea do go out there and buy Kolo Muani, that's something I can get behind because I feel like he's absolutely dynamic. He's absolutely dynamic. He can play anywhere in the front three. Striker, wings, whatever. Kolo Muani is someone definitely I can back. Someone I've wanted for a long time as well. Straight after the World Cup, to be honest. Chelsea fans, Miz, we don't need strikers. We have David Dutcher for fun. And look, I understand the call for having a striker this season. I get it. I'm not completely dismissing it. But who is important? In regards to David Dutcher Fofana, we need to have a plan. You buying a particular striker now and you give him a 5-6 year contract on X amount of money. If David Dutcher Fofana blows up, and I kid you not, he is absolutely going to blow up in the Bundesliga. And I know some of you guys will say, well, that's Bundesliga, man. There's a plethora of space open, no tight marking. You know, this guy's going to score goals. But you still need to put him away, all right? Callum Hudson-Odoi went to Bundesliga and didn't perform. We need to have a plan for these sort of players, David Dutcher Fofana, down the track. You don't want to get into a situation next season where, like this season, you got 4 left backs, including Lewis Hall, who supposedly is a midfielder, but has made his trade in the left back position. And now Lewis Hall's in a situation where he doesn't want to commit to a long-term contract because he wants to see what it's going to be like at Chelsea at the end of this season. So it's very important. It's very important that we don't do this. Unlisted is saying, Miz, Ivan Toney is the perfect striker for Chelsea. Yeah, I'll take him. And this is probably another reason why Chelsea wants to wait around till January. Because Ivan Toney will become available. Milo, I'd prefer Kudus over Olise. He's superior. 42 games, 18 goals and assists. Olise, 40 games, 2 goals, 11 assists. Kudus produces chances. Tadic and Bergwijn misses a lot. He also better centrally opposed to Olise. Hey, I wanted Kudus, man. I really did. Because he fits in as a central attacking midfielder and he can play as a false 9 striker. I've seen him do that. I don't care what you guys have to say that, oh no, he's not a striker. I've seen him play striker. And he can play out wing as well. So for me, Kudus made sense. But looks like the deal that is happening here is we are allowing Brighton to get Kudus, so Brighton allow Caicedo to us. And I know they're different positions. It's not about the position. It's about the money. Brighton will be breaking their club record to get Kudus. And in order to do that, they generally what Brighton does, and I know they've made a lot of money recently from us, from other clubs. Do they really need to sell more? Yeah, no, they do. They're a selling club. That's their motto. That's their protocol. That's how they are built. For them to go out there and break their club record to get someone like Kudus, don't forget they broke their club record to get João Pedro as well. They don't go around just breaking club records. That's not how Brighton operates. Even Roberto De Zerbi, in his last press conference, coming out and saying Brighton's policy is very simple. Every season, top players leave. That's how it is. They're not in the business of, keep superstars in the team. That's not how Brighton operates. Okay? So, the deal is Brighton want to get Kudus, and then they'll allow Caicedo to come to us because they need to get the money. They need to get the money. So I think this is why it would be classic Chelsea move if we are able to not only get Caicedo but then also get Kudus. But I think that might be a bit too much. That might be a bit too much. I think Brighton will definitely not allow for Caicedo to leave then. Mike, Mizzy Miz. They're the only options in the market at the moment. Maybe then we scout a South American guy like Alvarez, maybe, and develop him by backing up Jackson. And Cuckoo is too isolated up front. Yeah, well, we have scouted someone from the South American League, David Washington, but looks like he's going to Strasbourg. So, yeah, we have scouted. All we seem to do is scout in South America. So it's not like we're not doing that. But we'll see. We'll see if we add someone. Chelsea fans, Kudus is right winger. This talk about his injury record is false because this season he missed 6 games. Yeah, look, I need to properly check the history. But a lot of people are like, oh, he's injury prone. Yeah, I don't really know. Is he really injury prone? Is he not injury prone? I'm not really even sure. Prabal, the owner would like to get some of that 500 million back, I guess. Yes, of course. Tariq, big up to you, my man. Big up. All right, let's now move on to the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Pochettino is an admirer of Leandro Paredes. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on here? Vlahovic, Paredes. You can understand this link because Argentinian counterpart, his countryman. But Leandro Paredes, I get it, experience, 29 years old, I believe. But this screams like that Saul kind of a situation, Zakaria kind of a situation. Look, Enzo Fernandez probably appreciated his countryman, but you know what, Santiago, this is not fake news. This coming from Jacob Steinberg. This guy's from The Guardian. They don't be doing fake news. I think there is some truth behind it. Whether we get him or not is a different story. I don't know if our board will be appreciating a profile like... You see how our board is moving. Generally young profile. Max maybe 25. Nkunku's age. Perseus is saying Paredes pitbull. Now, you know who's a pitbull? Is that other brother from Argentina. What's his name? Rodrigo de Paul. He's the pitbull, man. He's the unbelievable midfielder in Argentina. De Paul is the one that was just running ragged everywhere and allowed for McAllister and Enzo Fernandez to build up seamlessly and progress in the final third as well seamlessly. Is because of Rodrigo de Paul's work rate. Leandro Paredes, look, I'm not going to lie. I didn't see too much of him in PSG. I didn't watch too much of PSG back then. But I don't know, man. What's your thoughts? Let me know. Let me know live chat what your thoughts are in regards to Paredes. My brother FHT Global is in the house. He's about to slam me now. Come on. Give it to me, bro, FHT. Tell me in how many different ways you're going to insult and try and demean me. Go for it. We're going to have some fun. Shano76, my man. If we get Vlahovic, that will be against Poch's wishes and would really be such bad business. Yeah, look. There are certain times where we have to appreciate, what Poch wants. But then there are certain times we also have to put a marker down. Like, for instance, Poch being an admirer of Leandro Paredes. Come on. Like, in this case, we need to say no. In the case where he doesn't want Vlahovic, no problems. We accept. But in the case like this, I think Tyler Adams probably makes more sense. If we want to have a secondary midfielder after Caicedo, Tyler Adams at 20 million probably makes a lot more sense than Leandro Paredes. Let's be honest. So, see what else you guys are saying. Shubre in the house. What's cooking today? Midfield talk, striker talk. That's what's cooking, my man. Lion Pride. We might be short on a few players, but I'm so confident that the team Poch is coaching will do wonders for us because we are actually playing football right now, unlike last season. Agreed. 100% agreed. Digital film reviews. Paredes already picked PSG over us way back when. He's no for me. There you go. Straight up from Digital Films. Does not want Paredes. Unless Tyler Adams will be our second midfielder signing alongside Caicedo. Yeah, look, I've got no issues with this. Once again, another player that is injured. We love to seek out the injured players. We've got Olise, who's going to be injured for a little while, to be honest. I don't understand why we are entertaining that. Maybe we're thinking long term with Elisa, which is fine. He's young. Tyler Adams as well, currently injured, but I don't think he should be injured for too much longer. He should be back, but he's missed out on the preseason. But yeah, he's a good defensive midfielder. Tyler Adams is a very good defensive midfielder. Chelsea fan. We need Zubimendi. He's a really good player. Yeah, man. Zubimendi is going to be in Champions League this season for Real Sociedad. So we're going to be watching a little bit of Zubimendi so that everyone's aware of what his capabilities are. FHD Global News, I like you, man, but I have to hold you accountable. No problems. Hold me accountable, bro. It's not that serious. It's not that serious that you have to hold me accountable. For me, Paredes is solid. You're telling me a relegated player like Adams is better than a Champions League talent? Delusional, mate. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. FHD in the house, straight up, no holes barred, coming up and letting me know that I'm delusional. Thank you. Look, I appreciate your comment, FHT. I don't think I'm delusional. Happy for you to say that. You think Paredes is better fit for Chelsea because of his experience and his know-how, but he's not that same player no more, brother. He's not that. Tell me, FHT. Does he not give you a little bit of Saul vibe or Zakaria? Saul was also Champions League experience from Atletico Madrid. Were you one of those fans that was pro Saul, pro Zakaria? Is this why you're pro Paredes? But yeah, funny. Okay, Santiago in the house. Miss Paredes is the type of player like Enzo. He's deep line playmaker, not a destroy DM like Rice or Partey. Exactly. That's the other issue. Well said, Santiago. I should have brought this up. He's that sort of like the deep lying playmaker type, like Enzo. Yes, obviously not Enzo's level, but similar stylistically. Not similar in terms of skill set. He's not a destroyer. He's not your Rice. He's not your Partey. He's not your Caicedo. Caicedo is more than destroyer, to be honest. He can be a destroyer and he can be a ball player. So you're right, Caicedo. You're right, Santiago. I was calling you Caicedo. Simon Johnson, huh? Some people are saying Simon Johnson. What's he saying? What is he saying? Simon Johnson. What's he saying? 2 minutes. Chelsea are expected to step up their interest in Leeds United midfielder Tyler Adams this week. More from Phil Hay. Leeds United writer for The Athletic. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Tyler Adams. I knew something was brewing here. We'll see how this materializes, but honestly, at 20 million, that's his release clause for being, relegated, I suppose, with Leeds. I saw some of his matches, man. If you guys remember, last season, Leeds versus Chelsea, I think Leeds won 3-0. Thomas Tuchel was still the manager. Tyler Adams was phenomenal. He was so good in defensive midfield. And I watched all throughout the World Cup, all of his matches. Very, very good. He's that destroyer type. He's obviously doesn't have that, the range of passes, but he's that destroyer type. I think someone like Enzo Fernandez would definitely be complemented with someone like Tyler Adams next to him. Obviously, Tyler Adams won't be the, number one selection. It'll be Caicedo. Hopefully, we get Caicedo. But it's good to have someone like Tyler Adams as a backup. I don't think will be doing us anything wrong. And don't forget, American owners, ladies and gentlemen, we've got American owners. We have to understand beyond football sometimes. This is for marketing policy as well. To have an American player at Chelsea Football Club that is owned by Americans. Yeah, Probal, absolutely correctamundo. Smart business this is. Less risk. Do you know what I mean? So Caicedo is potentially going to go out on a loan to Leicester. And hopefully Andre Santos sticks around. I test DM. Our midfield will be full of energy and also bite and aggression. Exactly. He's got that dog in him. He absolutely does. The American fans will tell you. He definitely has that dog in him. So, yeah, no, this is fine. Adams is captain as well, captain of USA. So there's that leadership that you're going to get. So Yeah. Lauren James, red card. Ooh la la. England's playing Nigeria, are they? Let me have a look at this. Oh my days. Wow. This is in Australia, by the way. The World Cup's in Australia. So I need to probably tune in on some of these matches very, very soon. But yeah, Tyler Adams, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Adams. All right, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Caicedo's camp are saying a different version of events than Brighton. The player is sending a clear message to the club by not being in the squad and is pushing to join Chelsea. Next week will be importante. Next week will be importante if Chelsea want to advance the deal. Next week? Okay. As in this week. All right, because we're on Monday. This was yesterday. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you better believe this week is important. It has to be this week. I would like to see Caicedo in the starting lineup against Liverpool. And I like it. I think he's finally pushing for it. He's finally letting Brighton know that enough's enough. Enough is enough. Time to let me go. You've dilly-dallied around long enough. And him not featuring against Rayo Vallecano in their last preseason game is an indication that he now is forcing a move. So hopefully we get this done. Kingsley Toom, people forget Adam had UCL experience at Leipzig. Good talk, Kingsley. Good talk. Yeah. FHT didn't know that. He didn't know. He thought Paredes had one up on Tyler Adams. Nah, but Tyler Adams, he played in Leipzig. Mike, Tyler Adams, poor technically. He's an American Gallagher. Get Amrabat or Zubimendi. He's a tad. Look, he's a tad bit better. Technically, I'm not going to say he's classical, but he's a tad bit better. Gallagher, to be honest, I don't want to slam him too much. In recent times, he has tried to improve. There are times where Gallagher has been playing as a register under Pochettino, and he's tried to improve, but it's not good enough. It's still not good enough. I know why they're doing this. Do you understand, Mike? You know why they're doing this? Because our club, they see that Gallagher can fetch close to 45 to 50 million pounds. And he's a academy product that's the profit will go straight into the books. And then Tyler Adams is 20 million. So you see why they're doing it. There's the business element there as well, why they're doing it. They think that Tyler Adams is a tad bit better than Gallagher. And, his price tag is cheap. Whereas Conor Gallagher, you're going to make a lot of money because he's English tax. And the books look good. So we have to understand from a business point of view as well. And Tyler Adams is not going to be used as a straight up starter for Chelsea Football Club. So that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Over 500 people live right now. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 300 if we can. Before you leave, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. So before you go, run away right now. Smash the like button. Subscribe, and I shall see you guys later on tonight UK time, hopefully 8:30ish p.m, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news, sort of recapping the day's news. Until then, everyone, take care and see ya.